Hello, it is hotel room tour time. So Camille and I are actually staying over at the Delano, not exactly sure how to say the hotel name. That's when you know it's fancy. And we're just excited because we're doing a little retreat here. We wanted to give you a room tour, especially what are the safety precautions or cleanliness measures that they're taking. And one thing that I want you to know, I don't know if you want to pan to my feet or not, but we are not wearing our shoes in the hotel room, which is huge. Because usually if we feel like things are disgusting or we're in a hotel that we're like, you know what, I don't know about the cleanliness of this place, you will see us wearing shoes the entire time, double socking it, cleaning our feet. If you see us immediately take off our shoes, you know that we trust the cleanliness of the hotel. So that's one indication. Second indication is before we even came into the room, it was taped off a little bit. And the door indicated that they had cleaned the room already for us. So let's get into the hotel tour. We have a entranceway restroom. It's not a full bathroom, it's a half bath, but this is perfect since there's two of us. If one of us wants to get ready in another room, this is amazing. Single vanity, yes, okay, that pan girl. So this is the living room area. For here you have a L-shaped couch. This is where we're going to be doing a lot of planning. So Camille and I actually got here a couple of days before a bunch of our friends are gonna be coming through because we wanted to really focus in on business. So this is gonna be our office. And what's awesome about that is since our bed is not here, we can separate in our minds relaxation as well as, hey, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Last time we were in Vegas a few weeks ago was the premiere weekend of Mulan. So Vegas is just seriously reminding me of the new Mulan movie right now. There's also a desk as well as a little mini amenities kit. We'll go through that later on. So they left that for everybody. So let's actually go into the bedroom. So we open it up, coat rack or robe rack, and you enter into the bedroom. So we have a queen king size bed. I don't know, it's just gonna fit both of us. So we have this bed available. This headboard is so cool. We really, really love it. And it just feels relaxing. So the whole theme about this hotel room in particular, or this hotel in particular, is they're going for a lot of natural. So when you enter first into the hotel from the garage, you see these huge natural rocks. When you go into the lobby, you see it was beautiful linen from floor to ceiling, ceiling to floor, floor to ceiling. And it's just really, really relaxing with touches of gold. You have a little bench here where you can either sit. I don't know why people have these benches. Camille, do you know?
Put on their shoes?
Put on their shoes, but we don't put shoes on because we are Asian. So you're not going to be seeing us do that. And what's also great about this is, of course, the lamps. You have a little iHome if you want to play some music. You have the speakers. But our favorite thing, since this is a corner room, is the fact that you have these views. Of course, the Delano, the placement of the hotel isn't center strip. It's actually the beginning of the strip next to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. It's going to be one of those hotels that are closer to the airport. So this is great if you're really just looking for a cheap taxi ride. It's going to be very, very close. The view over here of the Mandalay Bay, the sister property, is right here. So you can see the Mandalay Bay as well as, ow, I stepped on my toe. That hurt so bad. Darn you, beautiful luggage holder.
Welcome to our life.
So you can see the famous Mandalay Bay beach wave pool area. Right now what they're doing is first come first serve, so you need to get in that hotel line or the pool line really, really early because they're limiting capacity and the amount of people that they bring into the Mandalay Bay beach area because it's awesome. It has a wave pool. It also has a lazy river, my favorite part of it. And of course, we're gonna go into the bathroom. Are you a bathroom or are you a room kind of person? Like, what is the most important to you? For me, I personally really love, of course, the bedroom, but the bathrooms. Like, how much effort are they putting into their restrooms? It says a lot about a hotel. We have a shower right here. It's a standalone shower. It is not incorporated with the bathtub. But what's also awesome is there is a bathtub included right behind me. It's a little waterfall, so if we turn on the water, it's gonna look like a waterfall. I feel like I'm repeating myself. And we also have a double vanity with my favorite kind of lighting. I feel like this lighting where it's bordering the, I almost said window. When it's bordering the mirror, that's where I feel like it has the best kind of lighting. You just feel like you're glowing. It's complementing your skin. You look like you have no blemishes, the most even skin in the world. And when it comes to safety-wise or cleanliness-wise, they have individually good size, individually wrapped body lotion, shampoos, and conditioners. And with this, there are also these blue seals to show that nobody has tampered or opened this. So that's big, because sometimes you go into hotel rooms, you see like the freebies, the free shampoos and the free conditioners, and you look like, hey, has anybody touched this? I'm not exactly sure. So we're gonna put that back. And there is a TV here, a remote right here, hair blower. Hair dryer, that zoom mirror, and of course bathtub shower rack or bathtub rack, and the other bathroom or the other toilet. What I also like and what I think is awesome is that there is a full body mirror here as well as a separate toilet. So if somebody needs to go to the restroom real quick and somebody's showering, they can do that and not be disturbing each other. So Camille and I do that a lot. If y'all didn't know, we used to live with each other, so we are very comfortable with each other. But if you're in a group or you have some friends that you're staying with and y'all are a little shy, you can go ahead and have these things separate. Is there anything else that I should?
Upgrade?
Oh yeah. I guess I should. That'll be a sit down thing.
Yeah.
We're good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's the next day, and yes, we only stayed here for one day, but it was enough to really get a feel of how it is to stay at the controversial Delano or Delano. Controversial because locals call it Delano, but the hotel itself calls it Delano. We were talking to a server who is a local, and he's like, nah, you guys sound pretentious if you call it the Delano. All the locals just call it Delano. So we were like, okay. But anyways, it's enough to get a good wrap up of how it is to stay here, especially since we book with the Fine Hotels and Resorts program with American Express Platinum. So last night we actually decided that we wanted to eat at the resort, and for the Fine Hotels and Resorts program, if you're staying at an MGM property, you can eat not just at the restaurants that are at your hotel, but you can also eat at any of the MGM properties. Just let them book it or pay with your hotel room. Mm-hmm. Also, we decided that we wanted to eat at Lupo at Mandalay Bay maybe 20 minutes beforehand, and we understand that a lot of places are reservation only, so we called Platinum Concierge. They answered after one ring, truly after one ring, and they were able to get us a last minute reservation. We had such a good meal. We had the lobster risotto, lobster and corn risotto, that was delicious. We also had fried zucchini with a Parmesan cheese melt on the side, like a sauce.
So bomb.
And another one of our appetizers was rigatoni.
That's not an appetizer, girl.
Appetizer. Our main course. It was the bolognese, rigatoni bolognese.
Yes.
Anyways, so we had that and it was great. You just have it built to your room. You put down that you're staying at the I'm gonna call it like the local so I don't get hate.
Yeah.
The Delano. So yeah, we just put it to our room at the Delano, and you get $100 credit if you're staying here with fine hotels and resorts. That does not include gratuities, so anything that you put for gratuities will have to come out of your own pocket, and you pay it when you check out from the hotel.
Yep.
So for today, what we had is breakfast or brunch at the Downtown Cafe 3490. I'm guessing it's 4 numbers.
You can't miss it. It's at the entrance.
Yes, at the entrance. And I'm going to have Camille actually talk about that breakfast that was included, as well as I'm trying to think of anything else because I was really on my laptop. I was prepping for a 9 a.m. meeting, so you can talk about that.
Yeah, so we went downstairs to the cafe, very, very convenient. What's nice is because it's with the program, it was included. So, of course, not with tip. But for the breakfast and stuff like that, it was pretty overpriced.
Yes.
I kind of felt
Totally.
guilty, even though it was paid for, because it was like bacon and eggs for $13.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Hotel prices. But yeah, for there we had the bacon and eggs. We gave in. We both had the bacon and eggs. We had another thing that was off the menu. It was the apple pie crisp, and that was delicious. I wish we could warm it up, but there's no microwave here. But that was bomb. And but with the checkout though, because we were in such a rush. We were in such a rush.
And it was early.
Yeah, it was very early. We forgot. We were just dropped everything and went.
Yeah. We got up from the bed and we left.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what happened to Camille. I was able to shower in the morning, but continue.
So we went downstairs, and the lady, when we were checking out, she was like, okay, let me see your ID since you're going to charge it to the room. And we had nothing. So we had to go back upstairs, but we forgot our key.
And the digital key does not work in the elevator.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good note to know.
Yeah, so you need the actual physical key, but thankfully there's people there, so Maria was able to get the key, a new key printed out for us, and then I rushed upstairs, got our stuff, and then was able to pay. So, and we had coffee too, so that's why we have energy now. Yeah, I think that was everything.
Yes. Also, they gave us an amenity kit, and with that amenity kit, it basically is like, not a COVID kit, but sanitization, safety. It has a really good size hand sanitizer, gel hand sanitizer, 2 cloth masks, and then a little travel bag. So now I'm going to start using that for little toiletries that I bring around. It's so convenient. What do you think about the room itself? Like, how did you enjoy your stay? How did you enjoy your stay here? Yes, go.
I loved it. I don't know how it would be if we went into the regular room, but I'm sure the view would have been nicer because it was on the 36th floor.
Yes.
But we did get upgraded to a suite, which was perfect for us, especially since we're doing a founders retreat right now.
Yes.
So we had a dividing section between the living room and the bedroom.
Yeah.
So we could really focus in on what we needed to do and then separate the relaxation time. So I love this day. It's very me. I love the gold tints. I love the extraness, the high quality. Everything was amazing. The only 2 things that I didn't like about the room was the portrait. I don't know if you're gonna show that.
There's a portrait.
There is a butt just staring at us in the living room, and
it's Vegas, though. We get it. We get it.
And the toilet, I'm not sure what it was going through. The toilet and the fridge, I don't know what they were doing. They were making noises. When you flush the toilet, it was making a bunch of noises. I'm sure it was green, so I'm gonna give it to them for trying to be eco-friendly.
Yeah, green as an eco-friendly.
Yeah, eco-friendly. I'm all about that. I think they could have gone about that a different way.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, there were sounds.
Yes.
From that toilet.
I honestly, the first time Maria went to the bathroom, I thought she was having a bubble bath in the bathroom because of the sound. I was like, what?
It's like pulse
Yeah.
pulse cleaning.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was interesting. But honestly, overall, you can get past that. It was amazing. I love the spacious layout to everything.
Yeah.
And everything worked perfectly fine. And we were greeted so nicely when we got here.
Front desk was amazing.
Yeah, they were very, I mean, like, it just seemed very seamless.
So, precautions about the virus is right when we came in, of course, we're required to wear our mask, but they also have somebody that does a temperature check for both of us. They don't do a temperature check every single time we go in, but there also are masks available that you can have if you didn't bring a mask, or maybe you only brought one and realized you're staying here for 3 days. They have some available, or maybe it got wet when you were at the pool, or maybe you lost it, whatever. They have masks available to you, and we even saw that at Caesar's Palace when we were here a couple of weeks ago. One thing that this hotel is known for, as well as the Mandalay Bay, is the pool area. It is beautiful because there's a wave pool and a lazy river. Yes, I'm like, it winds around. You're in a floating donut thing, and I think I may have mentioned this yesterday, but if you are going to the pool, it is first come, first serve. So make sure you get there early if you are so set on going to that pool, because it is one of the more famous ones in Vegas. And make sure that your entire party is there, because they're capping the amount of people that are allowed to be at the pool. But overall, just make sure if you really want to go to the pool and that's a priority for you, at any hotel that you're staying at, make sure you ask the front desk.
Yeah.
I want to say a special shout out and a thank you for Camille for being my wonderful co-host and my favorite travel partner. I appreciate you for coming on this trip with me and experimenting for the different hotels. Make sure to check her out at Camille Ray. I'll make sure to link all her stuff down below. If you got value from this video and you want more tips and tricks on how to be a pro traveler, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. Before I go ahead and close this off, I wanted to pop in here and let you know that if you want access to the Fine Resorts and Hotels collections, Hotels and Resorts, FHR, and want access to the American Express Platinum card, want to apply, I have my referral link down below, and you can either check out American Express Platinum or you can check out the other cards that they have. Either way, if you get approved and decide to really keep that card, you get a prize in the prize of points, and I get rewarded in the prize of points as well, aka more travel. See you in the next vlog, y'all. Bye.